stagnation plan of his is insane.
Look! See these wings of mine?
But your heart will take its course.
And this is just getting to be kind of an obligation at this point, isn't it?
We're no match for Wiseman's power, are we?
I was gonna say, so are we just, like, not gonna acknowledge the whole bit where we were, like, literally about to fight him?
Yeah, like...
Let's go back to Naos. We'll have to think
Did
of
he just
else.
let us walk back out the front door?
Did we just missing reel the whole thing? Like, this is the problem, right? These things are sufficiently distant that I just, like, completely check out of, like, thinking about what's going on in these bits, and then we get dumped back into it, and I'm like... I guess we're here again. But yeah, like, there was a whole...
Like, last time when we left off, we were quite literally about to engage in combat, and he was blasting us with energy.
At least here we don't have to deal with lunatics in love with their hearts.
Like, I swear to God, if this is somehow, like, foreshadowing for something...
They must be down below.
I do have a grudging respect for any time a game manages to, like, pretend to be badly written, but actually it's foreshadowing.
That's
I can
strange.
respect that
Let's go
gambit,
down and look.
but, feels weird, man. Do we account for future theoretical fuckery?
Oh no, what could have happened here?
Chris.
My God. The consequences of our actions? Here? Now?
Quiz, hang on.
Wait, I'll use magic. It's no use. Her heart's strength is slowly giving out.
What happened? Why is this happening?
It was Wiseman.
Wait. So is the implication that we went into Wiseman's house, and we picked a fight with him, and then he left, came all the way here, and killed this whole village, and then came back and then politely asked us to leave?
The...
I held on for you.
Sure, why not?
I held on. But I...
It's all right. You don't have to fight anymore. We'll use our magic and fix you right up.
Yeah, I got nothing for this.
I'm sorry. Just let me rest. A little.
I will have to, like, very slightly hand it to them if the jarringness of this is intentional, but,
Quiz.
Hmm.
Quiz?
Also, Millie, what is going on with your outfit? Is there a physics in here?
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Wiseman, that son of a... I can't bear it any longer! I'm going back. I don't care if it kills me. I'm taking Wiseman down!
Wait, Thorin.
Don't you dare try to stop me! You saw what he did to Quiz. How can you stand by and do nothing?
I said wait, Thorin!
I mean, we don't want to see what kind of timeline he's going to jump us into next time.
We're going to Zaurak. Do what you have to do to get ready.
Zaurak? But that's... Seth, you can't be serious.
Oh, I am. We can't contend with Wiseman unless we have their help.
Whose help are we getting?
You'll know once we're there. Come outside when you're ready to go. I'll be waiting.
So this is how you know that this is a great idea. Because one party member is already going, Seth, what the fuck? This is a terrible idea. And then he refuses to explain what it is he's doing. So you know that this is like a top tier plan.
For me, it's the way that they're obviously dancing around having to explain to, like, us, the player, what's happening. Because I feel like it seems important that only certain people have any idea what the hell the plan is. But like, yeah, this seems like one of those times when there being literally no discussion is not a coherent outcome for what we saw happen. So, Are you sure the smell's not just the bodies? I feel like that's more likely.
I mean, what does she even care about the smell? She's just a soul now.
I don't know, maybe they still have sensors. Okay, but like seriously, with no one's gonna object to any of this. We're just, I mean, I guess this is what these all of these sequences have been like. It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna go along with whatever's happening and pretend that everything is normal.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much the situation that Sagi is in, because he doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on either.
That is a good point. That is very much the nature of the waking life as well. It must be admitted. But, like, still though, it can be notable that we're a moron in waking and a moron in dreaming. Those can be 2 points. Yeah, I'm getting excellent vibes here.
So, you know, this is just, we're here in the place that looks like it's got like weird flesh tones or something going on and got zombies wandering around, so, you know.
This is the most normal place I've ever seen.
And we're here to get somebody's help, let's not forget. Somebody who lives here.
Somebody's help, which literally everybody is extremely uneasy about if they have any idea what it is, otherwise they don't have any idea what it is, and I don't know which is a worse portent.
Anyway, on a more mechanical level, the skeleton warriors are significantly less obnoxious than they were in Lost Wings because they can no longer revive their dead comrades.
I mean, that seems like an improvement, although does kind of leave you wondering what the point of any of them are.
I mean, they do a decent chunk of dark damage. I think this is the first point that that's relevant. But other than that, yeah, like I said, the fact that they can't constantly bring more undead soldiers back makes them significantly less dangerous in this game.
Oh well. The cost of balance.
May my blade be sharp.
Kind of says something I'm earnestly not sure if this is actually an improvement, but like, yeah,
Not a bad workout.
we know me. I always err on the side of just making things more convenient to the player, I guess. Right, so anyway, the normal flesh cavern.
Let's not think too hard about the flesh cavern right now, and instead let's look at these juggling boys.
blade be sharp.
The little spitting things that look like Nopon are just, they're just little robots. They do darkness damage. They eventually explode if you let them go too long, but they're not too threatening. The juggler throws knives for a decent chunk of damage and also has a fireball that does about 400. So he is unquestioningly a bigger threat.
Presumably this is one of those kinds of things where it's like you've got to balance whether or not you deal with the guy who's going to kill you now or the guy who's going to kill you in a couple turns.
The little robot guys don't have enough HP to be super threatening, so honestly it's usually safer to just leave them for last.
A lot hinges on exactly how carefully a game balances this kind of thing. I don't know. There's still a theory there, I think. Right, so despite earlier advice, I'm still kind of thinking about the normal flesh cavern. It just feels like kind of an imposition on things.
I mean, this place does have extremely good vibes. Like the way, like the atmosphere is very well done here. This certainly feels like a Disc 1 final dungeon.
I mean, yeah, that's true, but like that's our concern. These guys don't know that. None of these guys are trying to design a video game. These guys are trying to like live and stuff. And like maybe fight for some kind of justice. Doesn't really seem like the kind of concern that would be like, okay, now here is the point where we need to add a whole bunch of thematic tension and like signal that we're about to head into a low point. That sounds like not them. Like, seriously though, none of them have anything to say about this.
They will have something to say about it, but not right this second.
Oh, I'm sure they will, but like I feel like this is the kind of thing that ought to be an impetus for immediate and severe commentary, either on like what the fuck are we getting ourselves into, or like you are looking at this and you still think that this insane idea of yours, which I definitely know what it is and you definitely know what it is, but nobody else knows what the fuck it is definitely onto something. Those seem like things that should be getting said.
I mean, everybody in this party, at least, seems to trust Seth, so maybe it's not as bad of an idea as it sounds?
I feel like that's one of those kind of if you have to ask situations. Like, I don't know. On the whole, you should not need reassurance regarding the quality of your ideas.
So this is the central puzzle, I guess? There's two things going on here. First is that we can build bridges at certain points if we have light powder, which we can only get from this thing here. But also, we can rotate it, and whichever direction the light is going will break up that darkness barrier and open the door. And we do have to be quick about it, because if we don't use the light powder within, like, a minute or two, it'll turn into darkness powder and won't do anything.
Okay, I was gonna ask. That sounds like, not really much of a puzzle if you can just pick up a bunch of the stuff. But no, okay, fine, yeah. That makes it make more sense.
The other important thing that we didn't technically know we needed to do yet was that we have to come back and get Ven, because there is a room coming up that we will need his magic to get through, but he can't jump up that tall thing like Soggy can, so we have to clear a way for him to join us.
I mean, in total, that kind of makes sense, but also, like... Like, yeah, video games do stuff, and, like, it's great when... It's great when we avoid the ludonarrative dissonance. But this seems like the kind of time when you really ought to just be like, no, like, disregard continuity. Like, you went up and opened a door, the guy is now back in your party, he shows up at the point where he's needed, like... I feel like this is one of those times when you should lean on that.
I dig the skeleton party that's going on down here.
Yeah, they seemed entirely unbothered by the sudden and violent loss of the guy in the middle.
I mean, they're skeletons. I don't get the feeling that they think too hard about anything.
Yeah, but there's like a... They seem to have a tendency towards joining in on violence, and like there was a bunch of it happening, and they just like... they feel nothing. No part of any of this. I mean, not that I can mind too much, it's probably would have been real obnoxious if we had to fight that many of them, but like... Really, I think it kind of, like... just goes along with the whole, like, everything is great vibe that this place has. Like, I feel like you might normally think that a skeleton party like that would just be a bit jarring, but instead it's like... yeah. That's the kind of place we're at.
Hey, who are we looking for in a place like this? They could stand to redecorate.
Okay, good. Thank you. Finally.
Keep your mouth closed. This is no place for jests.
Pieta, you know who lives here? Tell me. Come on, who is it?
I am once again asking you to explain literally any part of this plan. And why we should continue doing it.
Behind.
But that wouldn't make things tense for the player.
Alright, I'm coming.
You know what would make things tense for the player? Is if we just arbitrarily left this off right here.
Yeah, that'd suck.
Soggy, do you need to rest? It's another of those headaches.
Soggy? Soggy!
So that'll be a tension headache then.
God damn it, Fidel.